Okay. Chairman Grassley, Ranking Member Feinstein, and members of the Senate Judiciary Committee, first of all, thank you very much for your valuable time in allowing me to appear here this morning. I can only imagine the tremendous responsibility you have in fulfilling the advice and consent duty with regard to Article III judicial nominees. It is with the utmost of respect for your task that I commit myself to responding to your inquiries here today and thereafter, if so desired. At the outset, I wish to thank the President for nominating me, and of course my two home state senators, Bill Cassidy and John Kennedy, for their consideration of my interest in this position, their confidence in supporting my nomination, and their very kind introductions here today. They and their staffs have been most gracious in evaluating prospective nominees from Louisiana, and I'm indebted to them for their indulgences over the past many months. I also wish to express my most sincere gratitude to my dear friend on the Fifth Circuit, Judge Joy Clement. Without her kindness and her willingness to take senior status, I would not be sitting here before you today. I eagerly look forward to joining her and becoming one of her colleagues if I'm fortunate to be confirmed by the Senate. And of course, I'm ever grateful for my wife, Anne, who is seated here behind me, in whose patience and grace I rejoice daily, and my stepson, Evan, from whom I have learned so much. I also have with me today Mr. Justin Torres, who clerked for me at the district court level and also for Judge Clement, who I just mentioned in the Fifth Circuit. Neither one of my parents had the luxury of attending college. Though extremely limited in financial resources, my parents instilled in my siblings and me not only a work ethic, but the importance of practical experience and formal education, as well as a set of guiding principles upon which integrity and fairness are based. My father died in 1998, long before I became a district judge. My mother is 83 and hopefully watching at home right now. I dare say she's probably the only person that knows me who is not in the slightest bit nervous about whether my answers today will be satisfactory to the committee. I last appeared before this committee in October 2001 as a district court nominee. Fortunate to have been confirmed that December, I have now been the presiding judge of Section N in the Eastern District of Louisiana for over 16 years. For over the last 2 years, I've been privileged to serve as chief judge of that court, a task made much easier as a result of the hard work and collegiality of my fellow judges. I have loved every day of it. Putting on a judicial robe and taking the bench has been a sacred experience. I hope that all of the attorneys and the litigants who have appeared before me, even if my ruling was not to their liking, believe that they have been afforded an opportunity to be heard and in the end treated fairly by a judge who has given their positions thoughtful consideration. I consider that my opportunity to appear here today is like being called in from my station far away in the vineyards of our legal system to perhaps be entrusted with an even greater duty on the circuit court. With that, I again wish to express my appreciation to all of you and pray that at the conclusion of this hearing, I have earned the confidence and the vote of every committee member, regardless of party, and that I am confirmed by the Senate. At this time, I certainly would welcome any questions